Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of April 5th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else, and be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said now, let's begin, and I hope you are enjoying your birthday season for all of you sun signs out there. With all of that said, now let's begin. We are tapping into the Aries collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Aries not see coming for the week of April 5th, 2026? What do they not see coming? One more shuffle. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Ooh, spiritual hater. At the bottom of the deck, you have Queen Rising. Okay. Tell me why a spiritual hater is here. Why is this something that Aries does not see coming? For Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the week of April 5th, 2026. Why is this something they do not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Eight of Cups, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the High Priestess. The situation, environment, or connection that you're dealing with, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands, and they're going to let you know about it. Chariot, King of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Justice here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's begin to clarify. Let me get some cards on the table, and I will let you know the message that is coming through. Eight of Cups. Tell me why the Eight of Cups is here for the Aries collective. Why is the Eight of Cups here for the Aries collective this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Eight of Cups is clarified by Temperance, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. What is this Ace of Swords here? What is the Ace of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords is clarified by Chariot, Knight of Swords, and Judgment, and the High Priestess. One more shuffle here. Thank you. High Priestess clarified by Five of Wands, Three of Wands, and the King of Cups. Who or what is this person? Clarify the Five of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands, please, for this person. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by Ace of Wands, Five of Swords. Oh, my word. Six of Cups. Okay, so this is someone you know. Bottom of the deck, Star card, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hangman. I don't have any people cards for this person, so I wish I could give you more clarifiers on them. I can't. I'm going to try to draw 3 more cards for them. This is someone that you are at odds with. There is discord, disagreements, some cutting words. This person feels like you are working on something and that Eight of Pentacles and you're not including them. They feel like you're divisive. They feel like you are standoffish. They feel alienated by you. That's their perception. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. This person feels left out in the cold. They're up in their head. They don't know what to do about it. They're very argumentative. They believe something here. They wholeheartedly believe something. They believe that they're right about something, and they're willing to defend their position on it. You, on the other hand, are like, I need to work on this. If you don't want to work on this with me, then I have other things that I need to tend to. I don't want to argue with you. I don't have time to argue with you. There's some type of communication here that it occurs here this week between you and this person. They are very argumentative. You're defending yourself, but you're more quiet than you're actually speaking up here. And that's because the overall energy here from you is, I'm going to stay in my power, right? This is Emperor energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, right? Queen rising, you could be King rising, but this is like, I know my power, I know my worth, I know what I'm trying to do here. I'm not going to stoop to your level. Meanwhile, this person is not liking you in that spiritual hater card. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like your religion or your spirituality, but it does mean that this is someone who doesn't like your power, doesn't like your magic, doesn't like the fact that you are not engaging with them. I mean, they're coming at you with the Five of Swords. You're responding with the Five of Wands. So they're more verbally aggressive towards you. And like I said, you're defending yourself. But then with that Three of Wands, you're also walking away like, I have other things that I have to work on. I'm not going to spend all day or all week arguing with you about this one thing. What is this thing that they're arguing about? How about that? To give you some context here. You seem to be controlling your fire this week. So bravo to you for that, because you're like, I'm staying very emotionally balanced. I'm not going to allow this person to derail me. What is the argument about? What is this person's issue? What is the discord here? One more shuffle. Thank you. And like I said, Six of Cups, this is someone you know. So this isn't like you're driving on the road and someone cuts you off and you flip them the middle finger or something like that, or vice versa. No, this is someone that you work with, you collaborate with, or that you've known for quite some time. So what is the issue here? Six of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Progress forward on whatever it is here that you're trying to work on, a relationship, a work project. There's something like that here at play. And victory is halted here. Progress is halted here. Why? Because someone feels very hurt. Someone feels very wounded. Someone feels like you're not giving them the benefit of the doubt, or you have isolated them, or you are withdrawing from them, or you're not including them. Anything else about this person? We did see that King of Pentacles, so it could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. I'm just getting a very stubborn energy. This is what I know. This is what I believe. They're not budging. They're not budging, and they're angry, and they want you to know that they're angry and that they're hurt by something that you've done. Anything else about this person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Lovers, the Devil, and the Page of Swords. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person is choosing to engage in toxic behavior, a pattern, an immature communication style. I'm sorry if you're the cross watcher watching this, but these are some of the worst cards in tarot, and they're showing up on your side. So that's what you have to look forward to this week, Aries. It's someone is very argumentative. They're holding firm. This is a shadow aspect of themselves. When they feel hurt or they feel slighted, they verbally act out. They just, I don't know, they just feel like you wronged them this week, and they're going to let you know about it. You, on the other hand, you seem to be pretty balanced there with that Temperance card. You are emotionally disengaging. You're focusing on other tasks, other responsibilities, other projects. You're letting them know what you think of them, but then you're also pulling yourself back and redirecting yourself, staying very emotionally balanced. It's like you come in with that Chariot, fastest card in the deck. You tell them what you have to tell them, and then you move on. So I like that for you. You're staying very emotionally balanced and in control this week, especially in control of your emotions. 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice for Aries this week dealing with this person. 3 cards of advice dealing with this person. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Wands, there you are, whether you're masculine or feminine. 10 of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, that Ace of Swords again. You have a lot of responsibilities this week. You have a lot of irons in the fire. You have a lot going on. There's something here about brevity. I always see King and Queen of Swords as the King and Queen of Swords of brevity. So when it comes to this partnership, this connection, and again, you know, the Queen of Swords is the second decan in Libra. Libra is the house of marriage, partnerships, connections, whether they are professional, personal, or, you know, platonic or romantic. So there's something here about you tending to your other responsibilities. Don't neglect everything else that you have to do, because this person wants to engage in argumentative or immature behavior. Say your piece, say what you have to say, and then just move on to your other responsibilities. Yeah, World card. You say what you have to say, and then you walk away. If they want to keep yapping, arguing, gossiping, you know, whatever it is that they're doing here, allow them to operate at that low vibration. You don't need to engage with that type of behavior. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, good luck with this person. And as always, I am sending you light, love, and peace.